It's upsetting. I don't want anything to happen to any of our neighbors.
A scary situation this morning for a Franklin County woman, how she fought off an intruder who was trying to assault her.
Went all the way through middle school and high school together.
It was supposed to be a day of celebration, his graduation. But instead, the family of an Eastern Kentucky University student is saying goodbye after he died in a car crash.
It's a muggy weekend that's underway. We'll track the storms blowing into central and eastern Kentucky and focus on the summer forecast. That is just ahead.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5.
Good afternoon. Some terrifying moments this morning for a central Kentucky woman. Police say that a man broke into her home and tried to sexually assault her.
It happened just before 6 this morning on Hawthorne Drive in Frankfort. The victim says she was able to fight off the intruder, but as WKYT's Garrett Weimer found out, people living in the neighborhood are concerned for their safety. He has our top story at 5.
Police still believe it was a random attack here on Hawthorne Drive. They say there is no relationship whatsoever between the man they think did it and the woman who luckily was able to fight him off. According to police, it happened around 6 in the morning, shortly after the woman's husband left for work. She was getting ready when a man grabbed her and tried to sexually assault her, but she was able to fight him off. The man ran and the woman called police. Investigators were at the scene for several hours collecting evidence and looking for the man. Because investigators think it's a random attack, it has some neighbors on edge.
It's upsetting. I don't want anything to happen to any of our neighbors, and we look out for each other here, and to have something like that happen, it's upsetting.
Frankfort police tell me they dropped off flyers with the suspect's description on it all around the neighborhood here in hopes of making people aware of what happened, but also hoping to get some information that could lead them to the suspect. In Frankfort, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Police tell us they do plan to boost patrols in the neighborhood in the meantime.
Friends and family of an EKU senior were preparing to watch him walk across the stage and receive his diploma. Cody Garcia, though, is now the second victim of Tuesday's deadly wreck in Madison County. 20-year-old EKU student Alyssa Moorman died earlier this week. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is in Richmond finding out how friends are honoring his memory.
This was supposed to be a weekend that friends celebrated Cody Garcia's graduation. Instead, they are honoring his life.
Went all the way through middle school and high school together.
Men who have known Cody Garcia for years.
We played high school soccer all 4 years, JV and varsity.
Know what a loss their close-knit group is facing.
We dormed at EKU together for 2 semesters. When I transferred up there, I didn't know anybody, and lo and behold, leave it to Cody. He introduced me to everybody.
Ethan Eves called Cody outgoing, kind, and compassionate. The two had spent the last several years together at Eastern Kentucky University. Saturday, Eves will walk for his friend who can't.
Me and a bunch of the fraternity brothers up at Eastern Kentucky tomorrow are going to walk up and get his diploma for him and take it to his parents.
Calvin Maddox is thinking of Cody's parents, too. He started an online fundraiser to help the family pay hospital bills and funeral expenses.
I know from personal experiences in the hospital, bills add up, and the last thing their family needs to worry about is financial burdens.
So far, friends have raised more than $5,000 for Garcia's family. In Richmond, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
And we have a link to the fundraising page on our site on WKYT.com. Late this afternoon, university leaders sent out an email saying their thoughts and prayers are with Cody's family during this most difficult time.
A Boston jury has reached a decision in the fate of convicted marathon bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. Jurors unanimously decided he should pay the ultimate price for his crimes. CBS's Marley Hall is at the courthouse in Boston.
12 Boston jurors agreed that convicted Boston bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev should pay for his crimes with his life. Tsarnaev was found guilty of all 30 charges against him in connection with the 2013 marathon bombings and aftermath. He was convicted of murdering 8-year-old Martin Richard, 23-year-old Lindsay Liu, 29-year-old Crystal Campbell, and MIT police officer Sean Collier. The defense never contested Tsarnaev's guilt, but tried instead to convince jurors he was a victim of his older brother's radicalization. Tamerlan Tsarnaev died in a shootout with police. Tsarnaev never testified in his own defense and showed emotion only once when one of his relatives wept on the stand. Jurors heard from experts in explosives, forensics, and terrorism. They also sat through heart-wrenching testimony from survivors of the attacks and family members of those who died. Tsarnaev's lawyers plan to appeal the death sentence, an exhausting process many victims and their families were hoping to avoid. Marley Hall, CBS News, Boston.
Tsarnaev's execution will be carried out by lethal injection.
A woman is in jail after police say she took a joyride in an ambulance. Our county-by-county coverage at 5 begins in Scott County. Police say that last night an EMS crew stopped at Wendy's on Paris Pike. And when they came back outside, the ambulance was gone. Georgetown police say that 31-year-old Tara Ann Hughes stole the ambulance and took off through the drive-thru of the Bluegrass Liquor Barn. Police finally arrested her. They say she was more than 2 times over the legal alcohol limit. Coming up at 6, we'll hear from police about more on her charges. In Hardin County, a young girl killed in a murder-suicide in central Kentucky was transported to Virginia today. Several police and fire departments escorted 11-year-old Tasha Jonas's body to the Louisville airport this morning. Her remains are being sent back to her family. Police say that she was shot and killed by her father, John Jonas, in Hardin County earlier this week. Jonas, an Army lieutenant colonel at Fort Knox, then turned the gun on himself. Friends of the family said 11-year-old Tasha was caught in the middle of a bitter custody battle.
Well, it is certainly a much muggier day, and it's only going to get warmer. And as the humidity goes up, so does a chance for some showers. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking your weekend forecast. We just saw a shower here.
Yeah, we heard the shower, too, out there. Boy, it was really coming down here at the station on Winchester Road, and that's a sign of, unfortunately, things to come into the weekend. Little check outside, though. A little hazy, muggy sunshine showing up. After that, a little heavy burst of some rain. Humidity has spiked up to 64%. 77 muggy degrees right now in Lexington. Life First Alert Defender picking up on a hodgepodge of those showers across the I-64 corridor, Lexington over into Winchester. That stuff is continuing to lift its way on to the north very slowly. So on the north side of town, Old Paris Pike getting in on some heavier downpours into that I-64 corridor. We mentioned Clintonville down into northern parts of Clark County. Another little burst of some showers from Liberty into Casey County back toward Campbellsville. Overall, that's a flow that has a lot of juice in the tank coming at us from west to east, and all that moisture is coming from the Gulf of Mexico. So if you're out and about this evening, those temperatures will continue to drop very slowly through the 70s into the upper 60s, and that sky condition again will feature a partly cloudy sky out there in between the showers and storms, but the muggy feel has a lot of folks thinking of summertime.
I feel like we need a drum roll for this because we've been talking about it all week long. We've been talking about severe weather this week, and we definitely got off to a really wet spring this year. But Chris, we want to talk about summer. So what's it going to look like?
Summer, it's just about here. It was filling the part about this time last week. So now everybody wants to know, okay, can I open the pool? Are we now stuck into this pattern? What are we going to expect? Let's get into it and show you what we're dealing with. The setup for summer. You know what? We don't just concentrate on the weather across Kentucky. I go out into the Pacific Ocean and see how things are looking across the equatorial Pacific waters. I know it's a fancy term for saying the equator. But El Nino is developing there. That's warmer than normal waters near the equator. Right now, those waters are really beginning to heat up. Looks like a moderate El Nino is coming on that may strengthen into a strong El Nino, and that will have a big influence on our weather. That big pool of warm water in the Gulf of Alaska that has been there for a little over 2 years now is still there. What those two in combination will tend to do with the jet stream for the summer ahead of us, Amber, that should deliver a big dip in the jet across the plain states, keeping cooler than normal air across the areas I've highlighted in blue. And for the bluegrass state, very close to normal. But if that El Nino strengthens into a stronger El Nino, that would tend to mean a cooler than normal summer around here. What about the rainfall? You mentioned that wet spring we had. Looks like above normal rainfall from the plain states into the Ohio Valley, including Kentucky. So the forecast for temperatures near normal, within a degree or so of that 74-degree average high temperature in Lexington, or 74-degree overall temperature for the summer. Number of 90-degree days on average is 19. Guess what? I'm forecasting 19.
Wow.
Right on average this year. But again, if El Nino strengthens into a strong one, we will come in below that number. Above normal rainfall, a lot of the years that I looked at that were similar to this one, had a warm and fairly dry May. But that did not mean that's how the rest of the summer was going to go. So right now, May is playing out a lot like a lot of the years that I looked at. So that gives me a little more confidence going forward into that summer forecast.
I just want a little bit of sunshine. I'll be happy.
You're going to get a lot of sunshine.
Good deal. Thank you for the forecast. All right, Sam.
6 former UK Wildcats are in the Windy City tonight for the NBA Combine. And one of them says he has something to prove. WKYT's Lee K. Howard caught up with Aaron Harrison in Chicago.
Hey guys, well, if you compared the NBA draft to a horse race, Karl Anthony Towns would be the morning line favorite, while Aaron Harrison would be considered a long shot. Despite his ability to hit big shot after big shot at Kentucky, he's still projected to be the final Wildcat selected in the draft. Some boards even have him going undrafted.
My brother and I have had big chips on our shoulder, and we can't wait to play tomorrow, and we definitely can't wait to get to these team workouts and go up against guys that they say are better than us.
These workouts at the NBA Combine and leading up to next month's draft are extremely important for him.
I mean, I don't think there is a ceiling. I mean, obviously I'm going to be realistic, but I really don't think there's a ceiling once I get in workouts with certain guys and just do what I need to do.
Of course, the Harrison twins aren't the only guys here at the Combine from Kentucky with something to prove. You got Willie Cauley-Stein, Devin Booker, Trey Lyles, and Dakari Johnson. All 4 of those guys also working out here on day 2 at the Combine. Here in Chicago, I'm Lee K. Howard, WKYT.
Thank you, Lee K. And we'll have more from Lee K. on the NBA Combine coming up at 5:45. The investigation continues into a deadly train crash in Philadelphia. Coming up, new video that shows the moments leading up to the wreck.
The x-rays tell the tale of a snake that bit off a little more than he could chew.